guys, this is going to be a quick one because I got to take stuff into the house. But y'all know I'm 64 years old, right? Okay. So I found out something about a week and a half ago that I thought I knew, but it turns out I didn't know. And then maybe a week after that, I actually saw this thing that I thought I knew that I didn't know in action. So let me tell you what I learned. And spoiler alert, I never actually knew the real definition of the word intimacy. Let's go.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day.
Okay, this all started for me a couple of weeks ago. I was watching a podcast, and there was this divorce lawyer, as a guest, and I thought, let's see what he's talking about. You know what? This podcast went on for almost 3 hours. By the time that podcast was over, it was obvious that this man believed in marriage and he believed in love, even though he himself was divorced. But I got the impression that the reason why he was divorced is because there was something that he loved more than his family. And quite frankly, that was his job. Some people probably shouldn't get married until they've gotten all the things they wanted to do or enjoy doing out of their system, because it creates conflict. So when this man said the biggest reason why people get divorced is a lack of intimacy and sex. Okay? But like I said, I always just thought intimacy was, snuggling up together, and that's pretty much what I thought it was. It turns out that true intimacy is when you create a space within your relationship that feels so safe for your partner that they can tell you anything. Whatever problems they have. Maybe they have some shame about their body. Maybe they have some shame about something they've done in the past. But the space is so safe that they can get all that stuff that weighs them down from being the best person they can be in a relationship. It allows that the other person to just get it all off their chest. If something comes up, they know they can go to their partner. If there's a problem, they know they can go to their partner. If they have some body shame, well, if their partner says, babe, I'm okay with it, they know that he means it. Now, I've only had that once in my life, and I didn't even know what it was. I just called it feeling safe. I just felt safe. And in that relationship, I thrived. I went to heights I never thought I would go to. I also, and I don't want to say took advantage of the situation, but let's just say I also took more than I gave back. And see, that's when people get divorced, where either one, nobody feels safe and everybody's hiding things about themselves, hiding their feelings, because they don't feel safe enough to bring it up within the relationship. Or one person has created the safe space for the other person to just be who they are without the mask they have on in public. If they have insecurities, they can talk about them openly without somebody saying, you just too sensitive. Or you know what, you just need to buck up. Or why are you whining? They feel safe enough to address their fears and their even their sorrows, even their shame within the relationship, because they know the other person has already let them know that, babe, this is a safe place. Whatever's on your mind, let's talk about it. Whatever you feel, let's talk about it. Why do you feel like your body's not right? Why do you feel like you're not smart enough? You see what I'm saying? So either nobody does that for the other person, or only one person is doing it. But he said that is the reason why people get divorced. And so his mission is to, he makes a hell of a lot of money divorcing people. And from what I understand, he's one of the top lawyers in the world. But he believes in marriage, and he believes in relationships, and he just wants people to know there's a simple thing, just a simple thing that could basically alleviate divorce. And what is that simple thing? When you're contemplating marriage or a relationship, how does the relationship make you feel? You know, the cliche is, oh, they're my best friend. Okay, it is a cliche, but it is a necessary component as a base for the foundation of a long-lasting relationship. Because beauty fades. You know, sexual carouse, you know what I'm trying to say, fades. But when all of that is gone, what is left is the basic core person. And if you don't like that person, then you're not going to stay married. That was a hell of a lesson for me and myself to learn. A hell of a lesson. Because while I know one time in my life I was lucky enough to have someone provide me a safe space, I realized I did not reciprocate. I did not reciprocate. And now, okay, in my defense, I didn't even know what I had. And if you don't know what you have, then you don't know how to handle it. I know now what I had, and I also know now how I should have handled it. So if I'm ever lucky enough to find someone who provides me a safe space within a relationship, I need to ask myself a major question. Do you feel the same way so you can provide that person with a space too? Now, I didn't do that the last time, and I can tell you that I've never loved anybody as much as I loved that person, and I still didn't reciprocate. And so, I guess a couple days later, I was scrolling through YouTube, you know how you do, and I came across something called Queen Charlotte. And the thumbnail caught my eye because my sister had been telling me about this. I think she said it was on PBS before, but I think it's on Netflix now. And it was about basically a black queen who married the white king of England. And he is known as the Mad King. I don't remember what number he is. I guess I want to say he was the third king of England. But he had some kind of mental illness. And by the time she figured it out, because of course nobody told her, and they tried to hide it, and he did his best not to spend a lot of time with her because he never knew when the seizures and things would come on, to the point that it was breaking her heart because she was so in love with him, but he kept keeping distance from her. And he was in love with her. And she finally figured some things out, and she confronted him. And he said, go. You do not deserve this. I will allow you to divorce me. You deserve a real husband. And she says, I have a husband. It's you. And she goes, if you tell me that you don't love me, then I'll leave. But you have to tell me you don't love me. And you know what? He couldn't tell her that. He could not tell her that because he absolutely did. And she said, it's the problem that you don't think I could love you. She goes, because I can. I can love you no matter what the problem is, what the infliction is. We will work it out together. And that is when I saw what real intimacy is. She saw him at his worst, and she still loved him. You know, I'm not a crier. Matter of fact, I'm not even sentimental. Man, if somebody doesn't call me on my birthday, I forget it's my birthday. I'm just not that woman. Drives my poor daughter crazy because she is overly sentimental. But I cried my eyes out. And that's when I knew this lesson hit me hard, because I cried, and I never cry. I probably haven't cried in like the last 4 years. I don't cry. So I just wanted to share this with you because it made such an impact on me. Now, you know, I know most of y'all probably already knew this. I know y'all probably already knew this. But you know, when you me and you just kind of speed walking your way through life until arthritis hits your ass in the butt, you miss a lot, okay? I remember Leroy said I damn near had to put my foot out to trip you just to slow you down so I could get your phone number. So, yeah, I guess some of these things I'm learning a bit late in life. But better late than never. I don't know whether or not I will find a partner this late in life. But if I do, and if he has done as much soul searching as I have, it should be one heck of a relationship. Because we finally both, hopefully, would have figured things out. So that's it for today. I just wanted to share that with you. Take care, stay blessed. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.